Hello and welcome back, audience. My name is MassiveBrad and welcome back to my FIFA 19 Liverpool career mode. Now, before we get into today's episode, I just want to say a huge big thank you for the love and support on the channel. And as always, guys, at the start of these episodes, we're quickly going to recap on the previous. And there's not too much to say about the previous because we only played one game. And that one game, of course, was against Stoke in the Premier League. I was expecting a lot more from the lads, but unfortunately, we only managed a draw. We went 1-0 up and then suffered a goal back from Stoke. And unfortunately, the game ended after 92 minutes. It was 1-1. So very, very disappointing with that. And even after the game, I thought, how have I just gone on to draw against Stoke? But realistically, we haven't had the best start in the Premier League, which is good realistically because in Season 1, we absolutely romped it. We done so well. We grew the gap at the top. We just kept going. And by episode 30 or 31, we'd already pretty much boxed off the Premier League. Whereas this year, you can see we're currently sat in 5th position and it's a lot more of a challenge. So I'm very happy with that. And then the second half of the previous episode was all about transfer deadline day. Of course, we had the last 10 hours of the transfer deadline day. We were hoping to possibly move on Lovren as well as Jimenez and then possibly bring in Koulibaly, but unfortunately that fell through. And as everyone knows in FIFA, as soon as that transfer window closes, a day or two later, everyone starts making transfers. So what I quickly want to show you guys is a few players that may be on their way out. So at the moment for January, we still have Mario Lemina, we have Koulibaly, and we have Philippe Coutinho. They are possible targets for January. Now, guys, when we get to January, the first week, when the transfer window opens, you guys can leave as many players as you want. Realistic, though, I'd like to try and keep this Liverpool career mode as realistic as possible, and I've said that since the very start of this series. If we can keep it realistic, that'd be great. But realistically, start of January, hashtag January transfer. Let me know who you'd like me to look into. But if we go over to received offers, this is where we currently stand. So, Borussia Mönchengladbach have come in for Simon Mignolet and offered 8 million. He's valued at 6.5. Of course, we have George Bailey already now at an 81 rated, so he's overtook Mignolet and he's already got that second position for the keeper role. So I'm happy to move him on. Hopefully that'll go through. We're just waiting to see what happens when it comes to negotiating his contract. Curtis Jones, we accepted 2 offers and then someone has went and paid. I'm not really sure what team it is, if I'm completely honest. Can't tell by the... There we go. Real Salt Lake. Salt Lake? There we go. Real Salt Lake. I've actually paid his £1.35 million release clause, so hopefully they can get a contract sorted as well. And then we've got Bobby Adekanye. Again, we've accepted 2 offers. One of them did fall through and the other one is trying to go through, and that is with SCR Al-Tak. Now hopefully that can go through and we can look to move some players on, because obviously coming to the deadline day we didn't move any other players on apart from Adam Lallana, who joined Hoffenheim for 14 million. But in today's episode, guys, we're hoping to bounce back after that horrible 1-1 draw against Stoke. The first game, of course, being against Southampton in the Premier League, and then our first Champions League game against Dynamo Kiev, which I am super duper excited for. Of course, in the last episode we also found out as well the next round of the Carabao Cup will be against Aston Villa, and obviously in the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup we are rotating the team a lot. And if you guys seen the team that we faced off, or played should I say, when we faced off against Norwich, then you'll see exactly what damage we can do with that B side. But luckily enough, guys, I'm super pumped. And the last thing I've got to mention, and this is why I'm saying luckily enough, I'm hoping the microphone is now all spot on. I'm hoping it's fixed. I've been back and forth. Obviously, I've been mentioning in the last couple of episodes, it's really been getting me down. But I've been back and forth with the company that I have bought my recording device off, and I've said, look, I never had this problem going back 3-4 months ago. What's going on? Nothing's changed. We've been back and forth. We're trying this, we're trying that. If there is still a problem in today's episode, guys, make sure to drop me a comment down below in the comment section saying, Brad, at 13 minutes, 34 seconds, there's a crackle or something doesn't sound right. Let me know down below in the comment section. There is one more option. So right now, we've done 3 options. We have a 4th option before and may well have to buy a brand new recording device. So we've done 3 of them. If it's still a bit of a problem, or it doesn't sound crisp and there is still crackles, or it's not, you know, how it should be, then I've got one last option to try. And if that doesn't work, then I'm going to have to buy a brand new recording device. Now, I'm recording this on the 15th of January. I will probably be editing this either the 16th or 17th. So hopefully by this Friday, I should know whether the microphone's crisp, because obviously you guys are hearing it live now. But obviously I'll have already heard this because I've had to edit it. But as I'm recording now, I don't know how the microphone sounds. I don't know if it's crackly or anything like that. I won't be able to tell until I finish recording I've put it into the editing software and I've started editing it. But we'll have to wait and see, guys. But right now, it's all about this game against Southampton. We are at home and we are hopefully going to bag the 3 points. And this is the lineup we are putting out against them. We've got Mane out on that left wing, Roberto Firmino striker, Salah out on the right wing, Gini Wijnaldum and Naby Keita in the central midfield roles, Fabinho in the central defensive midfield, Robertson at Van Dijk, Gomez and Trent at the back, with of course Alisson in goal. Now let's go ahead and get into this game. The best thing that could come out of this is we bagged the 3 points in the Premier League against Southampton. We bag our first lot of points against Dynamo Kiev in the Champions League. And the microphone is fully fixed. Everything I've done now, which was updating drivers, updating Windows, updating software for the microphone, all these things that I've done, hopefully it'll be nice and crisp. And if it's not, like I said, one more option, guys, which I'll attempt to do for the next time I record. And then if that doesn't work, unfortunately, it means putting my hand in my pocket and buying a brand new recording device. But nevertheless, let's get into this game at Anfield against Southampton and hopefully bag those 3 points. Here we go, back at the beautiful home stadium. That is Anfield. And I'm just hoping, because realistically, we just drew 1-1 to Stoke. I'm hoping the lads have not been knocked too much. We have got Virgil van Dijk wearing the captain's armband, lowest scoring team, Southampton at bottom, only scoring 3, which realistically should go in our favour if we are going to look to score a few goals and hopefully keep a clean sheet. But it is going to be Roberto Firmino to kick off this first half, and let's get down to business. Here's Naby Keita. Here's Naby Keita. Over this far side to Mane. Mane waiting for the overlap there now of Robertson. That's a nice run in there from Robertson, who's going to hit it, and he's only gone and scored. And do you know what, guys? I'm going to say it now. That is the first goal that has come from a defender. Now, you guys know, for one of you to win a hoodie, we have to score 5 goals. We've just scored our first with Andy Robbo. So when we get to episode 45, and we cover the fan objectives, we'll have 1, or by then we may have more than 1, but we will have definitely 1 goal ticked off. Salah to cut back, nice little cut back there from Salah, dancing his man, Salah onto his left foot, looks to bend one, big save from McCarthy. Let's go Fabinho, Salah into the middle now to Naby Keita. Naby Keita around the corner to Bobby. Bobby to Gini Wijnaldum, poking it around now to Mane, who's going to try and cut back onto his right foot, looks to bend one, it's in off the crossbar. And Sadio Mane makes it 2-0. Good goal there. Cuts back onto his right foot, in off the crossbar. Very happy with that. And all the team runs over to him to celebrate. Definitely in there. It's not in there, but wait for it to hit the floor. It was definitely behind the line. Keep going. Keep going. Oh, there we go. Well over the line. Well over the line, and there we go. After 28 minutes, we find ourselves 2-0 up against Southampton. Let's go, Gini. Let's go, Van Dijk. Stand tall, son. Ball into the middle. Let's get there, Naby. Alisson gets there. Fabinho clears away. Not really sure what Naby Keita done there. Looked like he went to head it out. It skimmed off the top of his head, and Alisson had to pull off a save. Ball into the middle. Fabinho gets there to clear that away. Nicely done. It's only as far as Naby Keita, and as we look to break out, the referee has blown for half-time at Anfield. 2-0 up. Absolutely dominating the Southampton side. Right now, they're looking a bit dangerous on the wings, but realistically, we're dealing with it. And of course, we're 2-0 up. I'm happy to jump back into the second half with exactly the same team. It is Southampton to kick us off in this second half period. And let's see what damage we can do in this second half. Mane looking for a nice little 1-2 there with Gini now. Looking round the corner. Gini laying it up to Robertson, who's going to come through on goal. Let's play that in. Into Naby Keita. Should be 3-0. McCarthy denies Naby Keita. Nice ball in there from Robertson. Cuts it back. Inside. Naby Keita on his left foot, straight to McCarthy, no problem. Now, let's look for Van Dijk. Could we possibly score a second goal with a defender just in this game? Ball into the middle. Van Dijk's there, hits it, and it's in the back of the net. So that's Robertson and Van Dijk to both score in this game against Southampton, which means we now have 2 out of the 5 goals before you guys can win a hoodie. And we've scored both of them in this game against Southampton. Van Dijk jumps, no problem. Top left corner. McCarthy had no problem. That's 2 defenders scoring in this game against Southampton. Can Van Dijk score again to make it 3 goals from 2 different defenders in this one game? Ball in, looking for Van Dijk. Cleared away. Only as far as Naby Keita, who looks to chip it. Go on! Oh, it's cleared off the line. Naby Keita looking over the top for Salah, and what a ball that is. In plenty of space. And we're going to have Mane coming in back post now. Ball in. Mane's there! Mane again follows up. Beautiful, beautiful goal, and it makes it 4. So not only have we scored with, or 2 of the goals have come from defenders, we've also now got a goal difference of +4, which of course, the bigger we make that goal difference, the more we donate to charity at the end of Season 2. Mane should probably do a lot better with his first shot. It's straight at McCarthy, who saves with his knee, but Mane too quick off the mark to follow it in, and that puts us 4-0 up against Southampton. Genie into Bobby, looks at rolling his man, takes a deflection and it's out, but Trent is going to keep this in. Trent has got Mane back post. Let's go, Mane. Mane's there! And it's 5-0. And is that Mane's hat-trick? Wow. There you go, guys. Episode 42. We've scored our first hat-trick, which means at the end of the season, one of you guys will be winning a t-shirt. And it is Sadio Mane with an absolutely incredible header to finish off his hat-trick, which means we have now ticked off one of the fan objectives, and we've scored 2 goals from defenders in today's game, so we're only 3 more until we've ticked another one off. And forget about all that, guys, we've got a goal difference of 5 against Southampton, and I've got the hiccups. And I think with that goal coming in the 66th minute, we're now going to look at making some changes. I think Gini Wijnaldum has got to make his way to the bench. I think I'm going to bring the Ox on. Oh, that was the wrong one. I brought Henderson on there. Oh, what am I doing now? What am I doing? Everything's gone to my head now. Switch that back. Gini Wijnaldum for the Ox. I think we're going to bring Sessegnon on for the hat-trick hero Sadio Mane. And then I think the last move, I'm going to take Bobby off and bring on Anderson Talisca. To be honest, Bobby's been very, very quiet in this game against Southampton. Considering we scored 5, I don't think he's got any assists or any goals. In fact, he definitely hasn't got any goals, but I don't think he's got any assists either. But they are the 3 subs coming on. Ryan Sessegnon, Anderson Talisca, and Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. And I'm so happy that I've scored 2 goals with defenders, and I've also scored a hat-trick with Mane, which means, of course, guys, you're in for the chance of winning a t-shirt at the end of Season 2. And we also may be on track now to winning a hoodie. But let's go ahead and get back in to this last 20 minutes of this game against Southampton and see if we can push that goal difference bigger, and even bigger. Let's make sure we deal with this corner, lads. Ball into the middle. Let's go, Alisson. Punches away. Let's try and keep that in. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain tries to keep it in, but Alisson punches out, and it is going to be another corner. That was a dangerous position where they put that in there. Let's make sure we deal with it, and we're not going to get there, and it's just wide. Charlie Austin just putting it wide. We don't want them scoring realistically, because then we go down to a 4-goal difference. Let's play that straight up, and let's go for Talisca now. Anderson Talisca coming forwards now. We're going to have Ryan Sessegnon in back post. Ryan Sessegnon, he's missed. Let's go Anderson Talisca into the middle. Lay it off now to the Ox. The Ox laying it off to Naby Keita, who's going to hit it first time. Takes a deflection off Vestergaard, and it hits the crossbar and goes out. Can we find Van Dijk to score the 3rd goal for a defender? Van Dijk, ball in. Good position there for Van Dijk. Van Dijk's there. This time McCarthy denies him. We're going to look for Van Dijk once again. Come on, Van Dijk, get on this one, son. Ball in. Van Dijk's going to get there again. Van Dijk, he's hit the crossbar. Fabinho follows it up, and it's 6-0. It's a shame Van Dijk didn't get on that one, but it is Fabinho who follows it up. Van Dijk heads it. I do believe it's saved, or it's cleared off the line, or it's off the crossbar. Let's have a look at the replay. Nice ball in from Salah. Van Dijk gets there. It's off the crossbar, bounces into the ground, and Fabinho is there to put it over the keeper and over the player, and unbelievably put us 6-0 up against Southampton on Legendary. Nicely done, Van Dijk. Let's play this out to Fabinho. Fabinho into the middle for the Ox, and there we go. The referee blows for full time at Anfield, and I'm sure the Southampton fans and the players were dying for that final whistle to be blown. And there we go, Sadio Mane scores the hat-trick. Now, of course, guys, you will already know that we have now ticked off one of the fan objectives, but we won't be covering it till episode 45. We first brought the fan objectives in episode 35, We've done an update in episode 40. We're then going to do an update in episode 45, an update in episode 50. Basically every 5 episodes after the update. But you guys know right there, Mane has just scored 3 goals, which means you guys are guaranteed to win a t-shirt. And we are on 2 goals, one from Robertson, one from Van Dijk. And if we can score 3 more goals with defenders by the end of the season, you will have, of course, won a hoodie as well. But what a tremendous game that was. Now, considering Southampton, we're bottom of the league when it comes to goals for. They'd only scored 3. They weren't scoring many goals. We've just scored double their goals that they've scored all season in just one game against them with 20 shots, 14 on target. We definitely deserved that win. Southampton having 3, none of them on target, and Sadio Mane picking up well and truly deserved man of the match and the match ball. Right guys, and here we are back at the Central, ready to play our very first Champions League game. Now, of course, you guys will know if you watch Season 1, we did win the Champions League in Season 1 back when we were playing on World Class. But now, of course, this season, it's all about Legendary. Now, this is the first time I am seeing who else is in our group. Obviously, I knew Dynamo Kiev because of the calendar, but we also have Roma and we also have AS Monaco. I'm feeling confident, realistically. I think that's a good group. Obviously, Roma is where Mo Salah and Alisson come from. We've got Monaco, who aren't doing too great, and the manager, of course, is now Thierry Henry. And then we have Dynamo Kiev. I'm feeling confident. I don't see why we shouldn't progress through to the knockout stages. I think we will probably come top. I'm hoping that we're going to come top, and we really need to kick off a decent start against Dynamo Kiev and pick up the first 3 points. But something I want to show you guys before looking over the squad is if we jump over to the inbox. This is a bit of a mad one. I was shocked myself, and that's why I'm going to leave it down to you guys to let me know down below in the comment section. I will leave a comment. I'll jump over to the email first so I don't spoil it. But we've had a transfer offer in for Lovren, and it's from Manchester City. So what my comment is going to say is, guys, do we sell Dejan Lovren to Manchester City? Now, the reason I would normally jump at this and think, you know what, 14 million, he's valued at 13 million, he's age 32, he's going to start declining, let's get him off the books. But, big but here, we're selling him to a big rival club. We're talking about Manchester City here, right? I don't know if it's worth selling them to Manchester City because they are a rival club, and if we played them in the future and Dejan Lovren scored in the 92nd minute to make them win 2-1, I would kick myself. And realistically, it's 14 million, so I'm going to leave this up to you guys. Now, lucky enough, because it only come in today, the email, I won't actually have to make the decision today. We can end the episode after this game. You guys can let me know by commenting on my comment, and then we can address it next episode. But now it's all about this Champions League game. Hopefully we can get off to a great start, and this is the lineup I am putting out. We've got Sadio Mane out on the left wing, Roberto Firmino at striker, Salah out on that right wing, Gini Wijnaldum and Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain in the central midfield, Fabinho in the central defensive midfield, Robertson, Godin, Gomez and Trent at the back, with, of course, Alisson in goal. Now, you'll see that there's no Naby Keita in that team, and there's also no Virgil van Dijk. Unfortunately, Van Dijk is not fully fit, so he won't be able to play against Dynamo Kiev, and that is exactly the same for Naby Keita. And to be fair, both of them are seen running up and down the pitch quite a lot, especially Van Dijk. There was a time where I was playing it into the middle, attacking at their box, played it to the edge of their box, and it was Virgil van Dijk. I have no idea why he was so far up the pitch, but I do know that he was running around like a madman. The same with Naby Keita. He is constantly getting up and down the pitch. You can also see Salah's not fully fit, but I'm willing to play him with that energy. But let's go ahead and get into this game. I'm hoping Godin is going to step up because he's so used to playing in Champions League games. The nerves shouldn't be there. He's played so many of these types of games. Hopefully, if I'm not going to go in the grey kit, I definitely know that's going to colour clash. So they can go in the white, we'll go in the purple. But yeah, with Godin, obviously, when we did play him last time, he made 2 terrible passes. Yes, I'm controlling him, but I still thought his passing was a little bit better. And you guys may well have noticed as well, he is wearing the captain's armband, but even stranger than that, he's now an 86 overall. Yeah, that's right. We got him at a 90, or we first got him on a pre-contract when he was 90 rated. When he joined us, he was an 88. A week later, he had dropped to an 87, and a few more weeks later, he's now at an 86. So he's dropped 2 ratings easily since joining us in the new season. So realistically, we're definitely going to look to offload him, I think, in January. Now, you guys were saying, Brad, get rid of Jimenez. Jimenez is an 85. He's going to take over Godin by the time we probably get to January. So I think what we're going to do is get to January, offload Godin. If we offload Lovren as well, I'll probably then look to bring in Koulibaly. And obviously we will discuss transfers later on. But right now, it's about this first Champions League game against Dynamo Kiev. We need to get off to a good start. So let's score a few goals. Let's make this an entertaining game. And most of all, let's bag those 3 points. I love a midweek Champions League game. Absolutely love it. I love it in real life. And I love it on FIFA. The Champions League football is back, ladies and gentlemen. Sadio Mane coming off a back end of scoring a hat-trick and being the hat-trick hero. And I'm definitely going to now... 100% this episode is going to be called Mane, Mane, Mane. First of all, because of the song Mane, 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 and because he scored a hat-trick, so 3 Manes makes Mane, Mane, Mane. So without a doubt, this is what this episode is going to be called. Oh, I didn't realise they are sponsored by New Balance as well. It is going to be Dynamo Kiev to kick off this first half. Let's get into it. Remember, it's Champions League. Remember, it's legendary. And let's see what damage we can do to this side. Genie, Mane, Bobby taking a touch, looking around the corner now to Mane, who should be in behind. Sadio Mane to make it 1-0. He doesn't. Salah to follow up, and it's gone out for a Liverpool corner. Around the corner to Genie Wijnaldum, poking it through now to Mane. Still Mane onto that right foot, looks to bend one far post. It's in the back of the net, and what a beautiful goal! The opening goal's coming from the hat-trick hero, Sadio Mane. That's his 4th goal in this episode today, and what a beautiful goal it was. It's not an easy angle. Genie Wijnaldum picking up the assist. Mane's still got a lot to do. He's got 3 or 4 players ahead of him there, but he manages to take it, bend it past the players, past the keeper, and into that far right corner. What a goal. Into the side net and on the inside of the goal as well. Take a bow, Mane. You have been tremendous in today's episode. Come on, let's close this down, lads. Don't let them come forwards like they are now. Let's go, Trent. Ball into the middle. Alisson's going to have to come for it. And Bueno has put it back to level terms. 1-1. Oh, it's offside. I wondered why Alisson was raising his hand then. It was up in the air and I was thinking, is he claiming offside? Let's have a little look whether it is offside. Ball played through. Oh, it's a close one, but it does look like he is just a foot offside. Let's play this out to Fabinho. We've got a bit lucky there, lads. Keep this pressure on, lads. And if we get this ball, we've got so many men forwards here. Good block there from Godin. Nicely done. Let's clear this out. Go around the corner now. And the Ox is coming forwards. And I tell you what, we're going to have Mane wanting to pace him behind. Let's pull this back with Mane. Go into Bobby. Bobby waiting for the overlap now of Genie Wijnaldum, who's hit it first time. And Bocchio denies. Mane keeps it in, trying to keep it alive. Ball into the middle. Salah's there, goes for it. Fabinho's there. Somebody get a shot off. Back to the keeper and cleared away. Let's go, Godin. Let's win that header, son. Nicely done. Here's Fabinho. And before we even manage to get another break going, the referee does blow for half-time. Now, realistically, we have definitely been the better attacking side. But on the flip side, the defending a lot better than us. We're a little bit loose at the back. I don't know if it's because we've got Godin playing with the likes of Gomez, Robertson and Trent, and he's not normally playing with them. Not really sure what's going on. We seem a little bit nervous at the back. And I thought by giving Diego Godin the captain's armband and him having so much experience in the Spanish League and also Champions League and many other competitions, I thought he would have brought the nerves and got the nerves out of everyone. Been the captain that we need, but I don't think right now he's being the Virgil van Dijk that we need him to. But let's go ahead and get this second half kicked off. They did score, but it was offside and denied. Let's hope that we can find this second goal before them. Come on, Ox, you've got to do better than that. Don't let him cut round you like that. Let's go, Mane. Fabinho over this far side. Nicely done. Let's try and pass out now, lads. Go straight up to Mane. Go up to Mane. He wants it. And Mane, with all the pace in the world, is surely going to get away here. Here comes Sadio Mane. Try and cut this back. Play it into the middle. Here's Bobby. The Ox. Surely. He's missed. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. Bobby plays it back. All he had to do was put it in that far left corner and he's put it wide. And I've literally been saying, I don't know if I'd have left it in the video. may well have cut it out. But right now, between Gini Wijnaldum, Fabinho and the Ox, there's a hole. Going forward, it's great. At the back, we're doing all right. But in the midfield, there's definitely a hole. So I'm going to look at making some changes. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to see who's got less energy between the Ox. So it is the Ox with less energy. So the Ox is going to make his way to the bench for Aaron Ramsey. I'm also going to bring Junior on for Salah, bringing him into his first Champions League game with Liverpool. And then I think for now, I'm going to see how it goes. Bobby's looking nice and fit right now. Maybe we'll play Bobby for the rest of this Champions League game and then start for the very first time Anderson Talisca in his first Premier League game. May well even look at taking Godin off for Jonathan Tah, because realistically, Godin's just not doing it for me. Thought Godin was going to be an unbelievable signing, but right now, he just hasn't settled into this Liverpool team and he's not looking too great, so I can't risk them scoring a goal and bringing it back to level terms. But they are the subs we are making so far, and we will look at making some more, or the last should I say, in the next 5 to 10 minutes. But we'll see how the rest of the players get on in this next 5-10 minute period. Ball's kicked out. Let's jump for that. Nicely done. Ball straight through to Bobby. Playing it through now to Ramsey. Ramsey looking around the corner to Junior. Junior breaking in already. Junior makes it 2-0. I mean, he's been on the pitch. You guys will have seen then. I probably haven't even took a cut from the substitute coming on to that goal right there. But he's been on the pitch 2 minutes. What a signing he is looking to be. He's still got a defender on him. He's still got the keeper between the sticks. He's got to do a lot. And he's so cheeky. Just nice little finesse. Side foot. And it's through the keeper's feet. In off the heel. And it's Junior to put us 2-0 up. What a signing he has been. Thank you so much to all you guys in Season 1 that said sign Junior, because he has been absolutely fabulous. He's a little bit out of position. Robertson's going to come forward now. Ball into the middle. Let's get there, Trent. It's coming from Bueno. And what a reaction save from Alisson. Can Jonathan Tah get his head on this one? Ball in. It's a good position. The keeper's going to get there. It's cleared away. Only as far as Ramsey, who's going to look at bending one. But before we get to shoot, the referee does blow for full time. And we have won our first Champions League game against Dynamo Kiev. And we've beat them 2-0. Mane has been tremendous this episode, scoring 4 goals, a hat-trick against Southampton. And the first goal to put us 1-0 up against Dynamo Kiev. And it was the first goal in this group. Very happy with how the lads played, and Junior as well, coming on in like the 65th, maybe even the 66th minute, and scoring just a minute or 2 later. What a performance from the Redmen. Right guys, and here we are back at the Central for the final time in today's episode, and what an episode that has been. Not only did we dominate, and I mean dominate, Southampton by beating them 6-0, we also just won our first Champions League game against Dynamo Kiev in Season 2. Now, I just want to let you guys know that I've opened the notepad right now on my PC, and I've said that a hat-trick was scored by Mane in episode 42, and Virgil van Dijk and Robertson also scored a goal each in episode 42. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep a notepad of when we score with defenders, when we score hat-tricks or anything like that. And then we can obviously look over it in episode 45, and I'll be able to just look at the notepad and see where we're at. But the last thing I want to do after scoring 6 goals is I want to have a look how our goal difference is looking, because obviously one of the other fan objectives is whatever goal difference we get this year, we will be donating to a charity of your guys' choice. So how it stands right now, goals for, we have scored 16. Goals against, we have had 6 conceded, which means we've got a plus 10 goal difference, which means if that is how it ended at the end of this season, we'll be donating £10 to a charity of your guys' choice. We're also in the top 4. Obviously, if we finish outside the top 4 this year, we have to sell one of our top 3 rated players. So let's say, for example, the top 3 when we put it into list was Mohamed Salah at 89, and then let's say Mane at 87 and Bobby Firmino at 87. If we finish outside the top 4, you guys are going to vote, and we have to sell one of them for Season 3. If we get outside the transfer window and we haven't sold them, because it didn't finish in the top 4, I will have to release that player, and it would kill me to release one of those players, because right now they are all firing on full cylinders, apart from possibly Bobby Firmino. Don't get me wrong, he makes good runs, he drags defenders out the way, but in this episode, no assists, no goals, a little bit disappointed, but hopefully he can change that up for the next episode. But the only thing to top off this episode now, guys, not only is it 2 wins, not only did we score a hat-trick, not only have we scored 2 goals with defenders, the best thing that can make me so happy right now is if this microphone has been crisp and clear throughout this whole episode. If it's not, guys, obviously I'll have edited this episode by the time you're watching it. If there is still crackles and pops and problems, I'll do this final and fourth attempt at fixing it, and then we can record again. And if it's still not fixed after that, I will let you guys know. But that is going to do it for today's episode. If you have enjoyed it, please do give it a big thumbs up for me. Don't forget to drop your comments down below. If you're new around there, click that subscribe button. Don't forget to share this video with your friends and family. And I've been Massive Brad. Peace out.